Whoa, Rastafari rule and reign. Rastafari guide and protect I again. Hold fast. Lion with the crown, 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 lion with the crown. Pythagoras and Anaxagoras, Rasputin, Erasmus, Napoleon, Leopold.
What? Once again. Yes, indeed, it's on. Yeah, we in the black of black, coming to you black in our black-owned community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, getting even blacker. This was the blackest series of the year. You know what I mean? So we thankful for this year. We thankful for this season, and we gonna build on the season that we in. And you are now tuning into what? The Think Champs. No doubt. I am your brethren, RAS IZES.
I'm REBALwitACAUSE.
Navik Noel Bay, aka I've been to go, don't you know? We in the building, let's get it.
Alright, and you already know. We going in hot this episode, you know, just to recap on some things that happened, you know what I'm saying, and went on throughout the beginning of our season coming in, you know, because if y'all know, since we've been in the season, it's been Corona time, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things have changed, you know what I mean, within the time of the season. So we want to cap on some of the things we were blocking even back then. That's still factual in this day and time too. Because half the story's been told and most of the stories only them telling it. Remember that. So it's good that we here to recap on some of the things that we've been talking about and been building on, because it's really relevant right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, we building. We here in the ATL. We are also in the historical Western area. You know what I mean? We right here located where it's still real, where we still holding it up. You know what I'm saying? And we thankful. You know, so all checking in.
Yeah. You know, just wanna big up all the brothers who came on the show for the first 2 seasons. You know, we had a bunch of powerful brothers, few powerful queens. And you know, we just getting started. I'm in love with Think Champs. You know, I think it could grow. I think it could go worldwide. You know, when I thought of Think Champs, I was seeing what we're doing right now, but on a larger scale. Conversation about real facts and real relations, right?
That's true.
Everything black. These are subjects people don't really like to touch on. They really sensitive and all that. But I think Think Champs brings a melody of logic, very many degrees of intelligence. So yeah, so we just getting started, you know. So big up Think Champs, man. Keep thinking, man.
Yeah, true. We got big thinkers coming up for next episode, next season too. We ain't even getting into those topics still, you know what I'm saying? Legendary people too, but that's a whole next level, you know what I mean? We just building on the topics right now that we was recapping into this 2020, because it's a serious time and we had a lot of things going on within this 1 year. It seemed like every month was a whole year of 2020.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It was double up. Every month was like a whole year, brethren. So this year's just been rocking through. So we thankful. We going into a whole new time too. You know what I mean? We're gonna get fulling in too, because right now in this day and time we're in September. And September also is Ethiopian New Year. You know? Yeah, so we coming into a whole new year. You know, while Babylon's system is old and crumbling and dry rotted. Remember I tell you that. You know, the system and they whole program is dry rotted. Yeah. so we thankful for the new, you know what I'm saying? Because everything we getting is new. Everything is opening up for the new. You know, people got new businesses and new adventures people are on right now. You know what I'm saying? New relationships has even built within the demopanic situation. You know what I'm saying? Lots of new relations, lots of new babies have been born or being made, you know what I'm saying, during the time of this demopanic situation. So we still focusing on the new, you know what I'm saying, because we going into a new year. You know, Babylon got y'all caught in the what? 2020, right? Yeah, but if we on the real Ethiopian calendar, as you see right here on your screen, Ethiopian calendar, we going into 2012. Yeah, something that the Mayans and ones were speaking of way before time, and you can see Almax, right? You were seeing it all reveal in these days and time, right? You actually seeing what they said actually happening right now,
coming into fruition.
I'm talking about in this 1 year. I don't know, because y'all moving so fast, right? Because the year's flying. I told you it's like every month is a year, right? So y'all moving so fast, but did y'all even get a chance to check out all the earthquakes have taken place in this 1 year long?
Pure devastation.
Did they even step back and check any of the devastation that took place in creation in this 1 year? You know, it's been going so fast, you know. A lot of waiting for the end. People ready for 21, they done with 2020, right? Yeah, they ready, but they don't realize it's just beginning, because we going into the real 2012, right? So now it means you got 12 more months of what's actually taking place in a greater scale.
Wow.
So even when they in their 2021, they still don't realize it's still 12
Reverse that, it becomes
again on the clock. It's still 2012.
something like that.
So we riding in. We riding hot in this time, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing, see, they don't want us to know is that our unity is our greatest strength. You know what I'm saying? As long as we organize and unify and then organize, you know, we gonna win this battle. You know what I mean? It's us being divided is the problem. You know what I mean? They got a man they call Jesus, right?
Right.
Right? They call it. The other one got him still on their wall in this day and time.
Jesus, they call him Jesus.
He's still on the wall. The guy that's on the wall, they call Jesus, right? But in the reality, that was never his name, right? His name was never Jesus, you know. It never was, right? Before he was born, he actually had a birth name, right? His birth name meant the Almighty is with us. His name was Immanuel, right? This is before all the hocus pocus and all them things came about. He was already ordained to be the Son of the Almighty, right? That was his name from before he was born, because the angel told his mother that. The angel said, "Hail Mary," right? Hail. That's a high form of greeting in itself. You know, to hail you, you know what I'm saying? Hail is a form of praise too, right? It's a high form of salute. So, Hail Mary, thou art blessed amongst women, and thou shall bear a child, and his name shall be called Immanuel, which means the Almighty is with us.
That's fire. Secret degrees.
All right? With who?
Degrees.
With us. So we already in numbers. We just forgot who us is. We so caught up in who they are, right?
Come on.
We caught up in who they are.
Come on with it.
But who are us?
We don't know.
You know, because we ain't thinking. You see, when we thinking, we got to focus more on who us is,
The I is.
right? As opposed to who they are. See, they got us on the program focused so much on who they are, we ain't got a clue as to who us is, right?
Yeah.
So the scriptures come again and they show you just us, because that's who it is. It always have been. Just us. Who did it? Just us. Who built the pyramids? Just us. Who laid the foundation first? Just us. Why is it still standing? Because just us did it just right. Just right. Just us did it. That's
Guess
why it's
what?
still standing.
Guess what? No just us.
Oh.
No peace.
Oh. And that's a true sound. But in the realness, I'm gonna like my split rap bill with him, man. We in this hour, man.
Yeah, no justice, no peace. So, look, the mirror is the key, my people. You gotta love the reflection in the mirror. It's not wrong. The world goes against us in a lot of ways, but a lot of ways ain't physical, it's mental. So you kind of got to break a lot of the mental instabilities. You got to kind of have confidence. It's kind of like black women, right? With their hair. Forget all of that, the long hair, princess in the window, Rapunzel coming down. I'm talking about how they, rate themselves against it. And then they create themselves on the self-hate. I'm not as pretty as that. And you see the system perpetuate that. So a lot of it's like 80% mental, man. It's not really physical. It's all in the mind. It's psychological warfare. So the more you learn, the more protection you'll have. It's layered logic. You got to have references for a lot of the situations you see and you're looking at. Because they keep regurgitating the same kind of systematic, I don't want to call it racism, but social control on how every generation kind of believes in a negative about themselves.
That's true.
They'll pick anyone, but they keep bringing it back. So this remix keep coming back. So it's time for us to get on a new mission. You know what I mean? So black love, people. That's the only thing that can last forever.
That's true.
You feel me? So now I think we're doing good things. The show gonna get bigger. This the finale, so we just gonna talk about everything that happened. Maybe some guests, but what I see in the future is critical conversation getting a little more widespread. So we can have real conversations with people with a little more visual on themselves, so the message could get a little farther out.
Yes, it did. Speak on it, Malik.
Yeah, man. Wow. Think champs.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Man, see me deal with Think champion for a long time, I give thanks and praises to the Almighty Most High Creator, for being of conscious sound mind at this particular time in the history of the world. I'm glad to know my brethren to my left and all the brethren and sisters that came in to join us. We live? This thing live? This thing on? Okay, let's go. Think champs. Yeah. See, right now, in the year, the brethren say they think it's 2020, but for real, it's 2012. Touch on that just for a brief moment. I don't know about y'all, but I know about the Gregorian calendar, and that's the time we going by, the 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour and 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week and all that. Yeah, that's fucked up. It don't work like that no more. That's done. Them days is done. We going by the Almac, Maya, Ethiopian calendar. It's going to be 2012, the real one, and there's going to be some shocks coming through. Matter of fact, you checking for them right now. You see the trimmer. That being said, again, think champs. It's perfect time, perfect place. Right here, right now.
Oh man.
Wouldn't want to be nowhere else, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nowhere else.
Can I
Touch.
Right now, in this very, very, very hour, right? Because we live, right? We live for real. We live really on a real time and date. We right now on what they call the 6th of September, right? Right now, our people, for some reason, still in this day and time, have been gathered around the grill, okay? Then ate all the master's dainties on this day. Why? For them Labor's Day? For them Labor's Day? You done labored for master all these years and you still celebrating them Labor's Day? Wow. You get a day off for master work and you celebrate, you're happy, and you eating on that grill? That's what it is, That grill, So it's gonna spike up, of course, because that grill is hot. And then people was gathered around the grill thinking it's something good to eat. But that right there is what's going to raise your blood pressure, is what's going to cause that heart attack, is what's going to have you rushing to them people and talking about you can't breathe. Okay? So we living in a serious time. We have to make choices of life or death, You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all just choosing to die, because y'all don't want to live.
That's called lazy.
You don't want to live. You don't want to eat nothing living. You don't want the vegetables. You don't want the fruit. You know, we had the whole season of peach season. We in Georgia. One of the sweetest peaches I ever ate came from Georgia. Georgia peach. The thing fell so much, so sweet, it fell off the seed.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? The seed was all loose in it. You know what I mean? It wasn't even tight on it. The seed was loose in it, and I ate it all the way through to the seed.
That would be perfect.
Right? That's a Georgia peach. Yeah, I ain't even ate a Georgia peach all summer. Sitting there worried about you eating. Remember I tell you that. Okay? You have to change your eating habits if you want to live in this time. Even them people that tell you, say, jump up when the holiday season come in. You know what I mean? It didn't jump up when they was running around and running up around the place, rioting and doing all they was doing. No was jumping up then because they was out in the sun. It was getting burnt. But now you're sitting under that heavy hot grill. Okay, then you're on the AC.
In the quarantine.
The grill is just hot. You know, you're still cold. You ain't even want to be out in the sun with the meat. You know what I mean? You want to be still up under some AC, eating all this heavy food, right? And then want to go to sleep. And then you wake up and wonder why you're sick and who got the coronas. Okay? So, telling you something that's real, because they ain't going to tell you that. Okay? Because remember, say the FDA is what? A food.
I told you, they say you are what you eat.
They said they are food.
Remember they tell you that
drug.
Yeah, you're right, the FDA.
Drug
But I'm just saying, you say they didn't tell you. They tell you. They tell you, let me see. They tell you they self, man, these cats out here. That's why I say, it's 2012, it's the new future. We the new world order. You understand what I'm saying? The righteous people of the world, consciousness is going to prevail. We living at that time. And whether we like it or not, we gonna roll or we gonna get rolled over. And they tell you. That's their thing, they tell you. You are what you eat, like the brethren was saying. You are what you eat. You are what else could you be? So if you eating dead life, if you eating stressed out animals that stressed out before getting killed and breeded in trodes and you eating that, what you think you eating? And that's just so we got to be more responsible. We got to be more willing to accept the responsibility that we have been led astray. And I know it's an incredible amount of work to do to unlearn all of the fuckery that we've been forced on, but we got to do that. So man, that's what it is, brother.
It's real. It's real. Again, FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. So they controlling you with the food and the drugs. It's very simple. First off, there should be no drugs in your food, period. That just off the rip is an oxymoron within itself. You got food and drugs together. How does that make sense?
I don't want no drugs with my food.
Right. Separate my food for the drugs. You can keep your drugs because the drugs is all they promote, you know. Remember that again, you know. We don't make drugs. We don't have a drugstore nowhere. You know? There's no one drugstore that we have nowhere unless we selling their pharmaceuticals. Right? So the whole portion is this is all their things they're giving us and they're putting it in the food. And here you are going to the supermarket and you buying this heavy food and you eating it because we ain't growing the food, we ain't got no cattle nowhere. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
So end of the day is y'all eating food that people giving you and they processing and then you wind up sick. All these things come from what you eating. Has nothing to do with what you are breathing. It definitely ain't got nothing to do with what you spitting out your mouth. Because when you're spitting stuff out your mouth, you letting go of germs, right? But guess what? You letting go of also toxins that's in your system. So it's a good thing to cough. None of y'all scared to cough. I don't even hear nobody say God bless you if someone sneezes right now.
Get away from
Leave the room.
Huh? They literally left the room. All right, peace and love. They left the room. You know what I mean? They're like, I can't do that. There's people sneezing up in here. But really, you letting go of toxins. You know what I'm saying? And then before I let go of the mic right quick, one thing I would like for y'all to do, when you wake up in the morning, blow your nose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, blow it out. Blow all that stuff out. Because all night you did breathing all kind of toxins, you know what I'm saying, and all kind of particles in the air.
Dust.
You know, but the Most High is so blessed and beautiful. He give you hair follicles to protect you. You know what I'm saying? From all those things literally going into your system. So what you can do is blow your nose out and let go all those germs that's been building up before you go ahead and suck it all up in yourself and give yourself some sickness you think you already got from the pollen or whatever, because you're breathing it. You understand? So blow your nose first and eat a few oranges. Get your vitamin C up. You know what I mean? Eat real food. Eat real life. People tell you, say vitamins are better for you than real fruit. Right? And this is foolishness. Because at the end of the day, you can get full of fruit, but you can't get full of no vitamin. I'm gonna leave it there.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. That's right. But let me build with our brethren. Let them know who's here.
Yeah, blessed everybody. Malik, KILLIAM, Outlaw RBGs, Diluted, Free Matula Shakur, Free the Land, New African. For real. Hey, man, think champs, champion thinkers, okay? You always got to think thoughts, you know what I'm saying? The young brothers do freestyles, you know, you got to graduate past a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. And just on everything what was being said, man, even with the Rapunzel story, right? The Rapunzel story really is it's originally a evil story, you know what I'm saying? For all y'all that do y'all history and go back and check stuff out. Check out what Rapunzel really about, what it really was about, what Disney had to switch it up so they can play it for your children to watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like our generations, you feel what I'm saying? So we could watch it and we want to know about Rapunzel, her long golden hair. You know, even with the Cinderella and the seven dwarfs, you know what I'm saying? Everything just being different concepts and different little things, you know what I'm saying? Like with the Hail, when he was telling you about the Hail Mary, you feel what I'm saying? Like when we answer the telephone, it ain't hello, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what is hello? You know, if you're gonna say hail anything, hail me high. So if you're gonna answer the phone, whatever you call somebody, hail high, you feel what I'm saying? You know, hail high. You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna hail me low? You feel what I'm saying? If I'm on a higher power, I'm high, whatever it is, but I'm just high. I'm high all the time, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Like literally. I'm good though. I ain't gotta, you know. You know, cause when I do my thinking thoughts, they have to record me, cause yeah, it just be coming, I just be gone. Yeah, he the voice rocker. He'll rock this thing. I've been wearing the mask over damn near 30 years and rocking shows with it on. Sounded just like our recordings. And I did the recordings without the mask. Okay. Me and my boy, big up my little brother Zaid Malik. Alright. Malik KILLIAM, Outlaw RBGs Diluted, Free Matula Shakur, and Free the Land, man. For sure. For real, man. Just elaborations, man, on what the brothers was talking about, man. Just dealing with the world like we in a crisis. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it been an earth crisis, because that's the first thing they do. They gonna kill the earth and kill us at the same time. So what is they being? Why they here then? You know what I'm saying? If they just want to die, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just for real. Or they want to live forever and watch everything die. Let me retract on what I said. Okay, they want to live forever and watch everything die. And that comes from the trafficking of human body parts and organs, which is all be our shit. They don't traffic none of their body parts because them shits ain't no good. They ain't no good. They not no good.
Atlanta child murders.
They, boy, the body parts ain't no good. So that's why they get ours. You know what I'm saying? Just like how when we was just off camera, we was talking about how they just mix the stuff together and they eat the gold. You know what I'm saying? The little gold dust, you know what I'm saying? Remember, it was big on the gold dust too. You know what I'm saying? That's how they stole a whole lot of land. You know, and all y'all black people that's right here in Atlanta, y'all better quit going to Lake Lanier. Y'all gonna be one of them deaths out there on that goddamn lake, okay? Because it's a whole black world under that lake, man. And this, they documents. They got this documented, okay? This ain't nothing I'm just talking about. So y'all wonder why all the disasters out there happening to them people, and y'all be feeling so sorry for them people. Y'all some damn fools if y'all feel sorry for them people. Because them people damn sure don't feel sorry for y'all, okay? Only time somebody feels some pain is when something happened to them, and then it's GoFundMe. You feel what I'm saying? For real. You know, we never been funded. All our funds been given to the next person. Every time we supposed to be getting funded or somebody funded us, it was always given to the next person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, who sit up and speak for us at the United Nations? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we need a nigga out the hood. We need somebody out the village. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need everybody who really got something to say to speak for us, than somebody who has control of you. It's just like you send your dog to dog training school. I want them to learn how to do this. So that's where their curriculum come in. They want us to learn their history, learn them. Everything they did is great. Everything they did is great. From all the cartoons, from all the heroes, to all the men. And they're the evilest people in the damn world, okay? They see you with a good, fresh, clean cut, okay? We taught them how to cut, okay? And manicure them damn selves. Just be on some real with who you is, and then you'll quit being so damn fake out there in this world. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a whole lot of truth and lies, and there's a whole lot of lies and some truth. So if you're not no receptor and know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because balance is key for everybody who don't know what that is, you know? You know, you got to speak people's language because everybody speaks some type of crazy language, but it ain't crazy because that's what we do. But they steady mock everything. They want to learn everything. They think they know us. They think they know how we talk. They think they know how we think because they feed us. They clothe us. You feel what I'm saying? Teach us. Okay? For real. So first you got to do is take control of this, your mind. Because if you don't take control of your mind, it's just like the Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Donald Trump make $100,000 a year. Y'all sitting there talking about Donald Trump and them other niggas, right? That guy can make $100,000 a year, man, and you the ruler of the new world. You understand? And I ain't just talking about him. I'm talking about a president. So that you know the wizard behind the damn curtain, nigga, like on the Wizard of Oz, nigga. You make $100,000. You gonna do what I say, nigga. You gonna do what I say. Kennedy. You gonna do strings puppet. You gonna do what I say. So really none of them have no curriculum, no agenda. That just be some of their personal views. Okay? And the reason Trump don't got now because he never been a senator and he ain't had to get out here and say nothing to the people and all that. See, he not no politician for real. And the reason he became the president because America's a corporation. This ain't no country or nothing. Okay? How a nigga gonna come to where you live at and tell you he discovered you? Nigga ain't up here. How'd you discover me, brother, Mr. White Man, or whoever the hell you is, Mr. Charlie's son, and I was here. Them same people, George Washington, all these people they telling you to look up to, in Great Britain, them were the same people over here doing the same looting and all that same stuff with everybody representing and showing out with all these police killings and all these, you know what I'm saying? Even if some of them fiction. Because, you know, Hollywood be behind a whole lot of that junk because they even filmed the whole war before and had people thinking that a war existed. Okay? Believe this, man. These people are some of the evilest, deceivingest, mayhemingest, the treacherous, flesh-eatingest ass people you want to know. And I'm talking about they'll eat you. I ain't talking about chicken. I ain't talking about steak. I'm talking about black meat. Act Jeffrey Dahmer. If I can't get Jamel in that way, I'm just going to eat your ass. I'm going to eat you. These people dead serious, man. Niggas out here playing. Brothers get mad at brothers about nothing. Families fall out with families about nothing. Cousins don't talk to cousins about nothing. But all y'all will sit down and go and vote and talk about who's going to win. Whoever win, y'all lose. Whoever win, you lose. Like I told y'all, we got a black government already exists. So for all y'all really political and want to care and make a difference, y'all join the UNIA. Y'all give up all this American ID. Y'all give up your American passport and get a red, black, and green one. Believe me, it's one. We can direct you right to it. Okay? For real. For real, we'll direct you right to it. Like, this ain't no joke out here, man. We got to empower ourselves. We got to govern ourselves. We got to strengthen ourselves. We got to strengthen our minds. Because if you don't strengthen your mind, the wizard behind the curtain will always be saying, you are mine, because I got y'all. All I got to do is plan a demic and tell it to y'all, and y'all going to run. I'm going to plan me a demic. Yeah, and that's a planned demonic and sacrifice. A planned demonic by the demons. And y'all run with it. I done told y'all last time, y'all better get up off y'all knees. Cause y'all right by a zipper. All you gotta zip it down and put it in your mouth. Y'all better stand up. Y'all better stand up and be talking about your girls. You boys too. Niggas too, whatever you call yourselves. You too.
Some of you niggas is Tom girls.
That's right. You too. The time for man puns is over. Y'all get the man puns out yourselves. And y'all stand up for these sisters, because the sisters is standing up. The sisters is standing up. But nobody's exempt. We got raggedy baby mamas like we got raggedy baby daddies too. Because I know some brothers holding it up on their own with their children. And that's all they deal with is their youth. And then empowering them. And they teaching them what's right. And the minute they take it around the other half try to feed them something else. Try to feed them something else. So we battling each other, man. We battling each other on every aspect of life. And that's going to give us death. We'll never live. That's all I'm telling you.
Brother Malik, man, too powerful, man.
Like fire.
That's right. That's hot. Yeah, it's gonna come black again.
It's gonna.
right.
Yeah, Brother Malik, heavy words.
Yeah.
Heavy words for the nerds.
Like fire.
More heat, man.
But yeah, I'm excited right now because I want to learn a little. I want to talk about this Ethiopian New Year.
Oh man.
You know, we need to know when it started, who started it, why is it for us, what's the power in it, why don't we know it, you know, why isn't it part of our celebratory, customs, even if it's just known that it's the date, but break it down for us, because I'm listening.
Yes, it did. We give thanks. We give thanks as Ethiopians, as proud Ethiopians, for the time and hour. Now, first, we must understand that Ethiopia is the original people and the original foundation of creation. I mean, creation started in Ethiopia. If you even check the Garden of Eden, which they say, which was Garden of Eden, where earth began and all those things right there, there is a place right outside of Ethiopia, which is called the Gulf of Eden. You see what it is? What's that? The Gulf of Eden, right? So it's already on the map. We've been there, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning of creation. So from that ancient time, when the first time struck, it was in the high regions where the sun shined at the first bright time in creation. Ethiopia is also known as the sunshine. You understand? As the land of 13 months of sunshine, right? Because it's not 12 months, it's 13 months that Ethiopia has. Now, right now, we are also right now in the 12th month, which is a short month. The 12th month goes now from the beginning of this month for 10 days onto September 10th. September 10th goes into a new month. So it's 2 months within September, right? So now the first day of September of the new year, which will be September the 11th, right? So the days before that, adding up from the 10th, from the 1st to the 10th of September, is the old year, right?
So we in the ass end of the old year.
Truly, right? So everything is sealing up within the old year, and we're going into the new, right? Within these last 10 days. Now, on Ethiopia New Year, which is September the 11th, America's system have people programmed to think of war, death, and terror.
That's right.
You understand? To be in fear. You understand? They're going to knock them to sleep with that bell. You know what I mean? When they're supposed to be celebrating the beginning anew, right? Which is life, everything prospering and everything is blooming. But now, here's the fullness now. Even a child that's born, which I have a brethren who has a child that's about to be born, a little daughter, which is on this Friday coming, which is September the 11th, it's going to be a New Year's baby. You know what I mean? So 9/11 baby, hot. You know what I mean? A New Year's baby, because it's coming into a new year, the child will be born on that New Year's day. So we coming into a time that we have to recognize our true identity as Ethiopians first. Because see, a lot of us till this day don't realize who we truly are. You know what I'm saying? There's only one real race of people, you know what I'm saying, on the earth, right? Which they say is the human race, right? But hue has to have color.
See?
Anything of hue has to have color. And we know who the man is. You know what I'm saying? They call it the black man or whatever they want to call us, you know what I'm saying? Half of a man, whatever. But they still recognize us as a man. So who is really the hue man?
Exactly.
Right? Right. So we at a time where we have to realize our true hue comes from the sun. We are sunburnt people. You know what I mean? So Ethiopia means the land of the burnt, sun-faced people. You understand? That's us as African people, as Ethiopians. So our original calendar, our original time was always an Ethiopian calendar time. We've crossed over into this westernized world and took on a westernized time. Everything we took on, right? Not even just, you know, not even just one thing. We just everything, right? And pay no attention to our own traditions. Like I said, right now they stuck with the beef in the refrigerator and the what the, you know what it is, you know. It's all cranked up right now, you know. It's still you got a plate right now with a little aluminum foil on it right now.
The holiday,
you know what I'm saying?
Or is it today?
They queuing it now.
It's marinade.
They queuing that thing now, and tomorrow they gonna be really done. You know what I mean? But my point is saying that we're not recognizing that that's them Labor's Day. That has nothing to do with us as our people. You know what I'm saying? What we really should be standing for is reparations, and right now dealing with real segregation. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been integrated way too long. You know what I'm saying? That's for those who are claim to be woke and know who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be at the point where we recognizing ourselves, right?
Yeah, man.
It's coming together. You know what I'm saying? So Ethiopia now already is set on the date and time from the beginning of the time. Now they had a movie that came out called 2012, right? Now how is it 2012 in Ethiopia and we're 2020 in United States, right? On the Gregorian calendar, Ethiopia is 7 years forward, or they would say backwards, behind the U.S. calendar. But Ethiopians' year starts on September the 11th, right? So that means the year that they said was 2020, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that wasn't really the 2020 for us. You understand? Our 2012 is just coming now. So those who are focused and know themselves as Ethiopians are actually 7 years younger. Woo. Yeah, just imagine that. You're actually 7 years younger than your age you are right now. If you really know your true hue of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's about black don't crack and black don't age.
You know who you are.
Oh, yeah, you're who are. You know what I'm saying?
Hot.
So we burning the fire hot because we thankful for our blackness. See, a lot of y'all forgot the beauty and love of your people in our natural state. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got so caught up. Oh, you got it. You got so caught up in loving these people reality, you forgot that, oh, wait a minute, we are beautiful just as how we truly are. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to see the narrative of us together. They always show you this mixed narrative of us with these other nations of people, and we all mixed in with them. So you never really see the narrative of us, you know what I mean, as a unity, man, woman, and child, brothers and sisters building. You understand? You definitely don't see no real representation of men. You know, definitely don't see that. So, you know, and where's the representations of queens? Who's representing queens? Real queens. You see any real queens on they set?
Magna Stallion.
Queens. Any queens out there? No, you don't see that. You understand? So Our point is they showing you narratives of us that's not even truly us. So we got to stop buying into their program. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm thankful for this time that we coming in now, because it's awakening of that time. Their time is done. Do you understand? It's Ethiopian time now. So you're going to see the power and the might of the beautiful blackness of that sun. Because remember, it says, you know what I mean, that the heat of the sun, the iris of the sun is really, you know, this is what they keep running from. Because right now it's supposed to be a wind blowing and it's supposed to be very, very hot right now, be cold right now, or getting cold, a little temperature change, but we still in the high 80s. You know?
Well, yeah, man.
We still in the high 80s right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't felt the brink of nothing yet. So we're at a time right now where this is one of the hottest years. They're not talking about that. They said a place they called Death Valley was counted to be
128.
139.
I love it.
In the Death Valley, 139.
We ain't call it that. We ain't call it that.
You know, it's Death Valley. You know, they burning hot. They love it. They go out there and do all kind of things out there. They love it. They love it, but differently though. That's their story. But I'm showing you it's a lot of things taking place in the earth right now. If you ain't see the movie 2012, I advise you to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a part even in the movie. Your boy came out and said, the Rastas told you. The Rastas said it. Yeah, even in the movie. He mentioned the Rastas. He was like, the Rastas knew it. The Rastas knew the time. Yeah, we knew the time. We ain't never forgotten, slipped the time. We've been watching Iration. We were watching this creation, as they call it. We call it Iration. We've been watching this Iration for a moment. We knew this hour was coming. We know it would be the fall of Babylon. And now they got your people scared. They walking around with nooses on their neck. You're tied around your neck, it become the noose, you know. You hang yourself, you walk around hung all day. So they ain't got me, you got yourself. But differently though, we caught with that and the cable wrapped around our neck too. Remember that. That's another noose too, that cable wrapped around your neck, because everybody on cable every day. But differently though, we got to stay focused on what's real. We got to breathe. When a man tell you can't breathe, I don't care what day and time it is. I'm a real man. If somebody tell you can't breathe, if you feel you can't breathe, you better scratch, you better bite, you better kick, you better fight, do anything you got to do, bite, anything you got to do to get out of that moment of can't breathe. You better breathe. You got to breathe. Okay? We ain't built like that. Yeah, we ain't never scared. We ain't been scared one day, ever day, never day, no day ever. Remember I tell you that. So, go out there and defend your life. Don't go out there and tell nobody you can't breathe. What real man can tell you can't breathe? Huh? A real man gonna make a way and make his way till he breathing, until someone else ain't breathing, because they made him to the point that he couldn't breathe. That's how real it get. Okay? Don't fall asleep out there listening to these people. Okay? Wearing this noose around your neck, thinking say you're doing something. That's not protecting you. What protecting you is what you eating, not what you breathing. You know what I mean? Hot.
Yeah. Bomba. Yeah, man. So again, we in the building. You know, we just building on all the past episodes that taking place over this last glorious year. Like the brethren was saying, we got some hot fire coming up. More interesting topics, possibly infamous guest speakers, and we hope everybody out there in this YouTube world tunes into us, because we're gonna keep bringing it to you. We doing this for the people, you know. We ain't getting paid to do this. We coming out of the love and kindness of our hearts, and we giving you some conversations that's going on in the neighborhood, and trying to put a little perspective on it for from every avenue, you know. Y'all feel free to call in or log in. Can they log in, brother?
Oh yeah, they can log in definitely.
Yeah.
Log in definitely. That's a must that we have to get to them points there. Is to ones definitely logging in. And just be prepared, man. Check these episodes out. When we go into season 3, it's gonna be super even hotter. But I want y'all to catch the flames that was burnt in season 2. Because it's very, very valuable to your well-being right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all caught up in politics, you know what I'm saying, and what the media is doing. But at the end of the day, it's what I, or is what I say is us doing. You know what I'm saying? We got to get forward towards us doing, because we got to get our numbers up. You know what I mean? And only way we're going to do that is unifying, you know, together, you know. So y'all tune into those episodes. We got the website, definitely, that's Vegan Dream Donuts, you know, .com. Y'all check that out too. Vegan Dream Donuts, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We still make donuts, you know. And also, we also here, man, we building the Think Champs on the point and a level that the world can see it and visualize what we're dealing with, because it's a worldwide unity we need. We need all the black us in Haiti. We need all the black us in Jamaica. We need all the black us in the Caribbeans and all. We need all the black us in Brazil. All the black us all over the world. We want to see our numbers up. You know what I'm saying? We need to get to the point as we see our numbers up. Just unifying simply, because this is what Marcus Garvey stood for. He stood for race first. And we don't realize the power in numbers, you know? And that's a sad thing. We don't even carry money like that. So you know we ain't dealing with math like we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But now my point is saying that the numbers, man. When we deal with the numbers, we're dealing with 400 million black African people all over the planet. You understand? Just all over. We ain't talking about the ones already in Africa. We talking about the other ones all over the planet outside of Africa. You understand? Just unifying themselves in them numbers. 400 million. That's a serious army of people, brother. Y'all check them numbers? You know what I'm saying? You check the power. You know how many people, black people in alone in what they call Detroit? And then you got black people in Mississippi, right? Those big numbers out there, right? But then Chicago, all our numbers. Then you got all these Bloods and all their Crips. It's still us. You understand? We got all these divisions, but we don't really see our numbers. You understand? And this is what's been going on way too long. Way too long. So this is the vision we have to break down. Then we get to the point that we say, wait a minute, we got all this 400 million black people. Now let's unify with all these millions of black people already on the continent. And let's really take over the planet.
That's $1 billion.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, we got $1 billion.
Guaranteed. So I'm at the point right now is we got to do the numbers. As my brethren always said, and I always agree with, every day, every hour. Fred Hampton said, black people, we are not outnumbered. We are only out-organized. You understand? So we getting to the point now is we need to organize in these days and time and realize we got it. You understand? We got black pilots. Right? We got plenty of black pilots. You understand? Don't think our numbers is down. We got numbers on every aspect of the game. We're just not what? Organized. Okay, so let's stay focused. You understand? We give thanks. Yeah, let Malik blaze some fire too, because I know we got something to say over
Yeah,
there.
but like, share, and subscribe. Think Champs will be on all major networks real soon.
Yes, indeed.
And we got a second Think Champs coming too. Queen's Law is about to be start shooting with Shelly Amaset and a few other women that we're not going to name, and my wife Hepshepsu. So we just gonna keep growing on Think Champs, and we just keep building one brick at a time. But yeah, Malik, it's on you.
I'm good. Yeah, man. Elaboration. Y'all don't go nowhere, man. Always sharpen your minds, man. Get them out your head. You feel what I'm saying? And I like what he was saying about the hue. You know what I'm saying? Cause I came to myself right then when he said that. I said I ain't even calling myself a black man no more. I'll be like, what's up, Hugh, man? You feel what I'm saying? Meaning that we got to go back to the origin of what we is and quit saying this trendy stuff. What was directed for us? It's like our whole play was directed. We ain't even write our own play. Somebody else put you on the stage and they moving us around too. We just like the president.
His story.
Yes, his story. You feel what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I'm gonna call myself, because we using the black as identity. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what more mean. More mean black. You feel what I'm saying? And I guess the white man realized it was more blacks than us. So they called them Moors. You understand? I'm just my ideology for the idiots out there, okay? Like being for real, man, y'all need to sharpen your minds, man. You need to get on point. You need to be on point because they eating you alive out here, literally. And they going to eat your children and your children and your children and children. Like the brethren say, Babylon already done. The time is up, okay? 2012. And we not black behind them. We ahead of them. That right there, the whole everything he explained about the Ethiopian calendar for everybody who ever heard me talk about how it's like running a lap. It's like when you're running a lap race, right? And you come around the next runner and you done passed him. So now you're behind him, but then when it's coming to the finish line, everybody think he the one in front. You feel what I'm saying? That's who we are. We done lapped them so much because we was here. We was here. We, us. Just us. Back to the us's again. Us. It was us. So how you think that he's teaching you something that you already know? How you think that he's giving you the ideas on this technology which you already know? You feel what I'm saying? You got to sharpen your wits, man, because they playing with you, man. It ain't just chess out here, okay? Because I want to get everybody that straight, too, with all the brothers talking about, I'm going to stand on my square. How you going to stand on the square and you a circle, brother? You a hole, okay? If you don't know what a circle is, you a hole. That means you full. You complete with everything what's going on right now in this world that you're living in because you are a world yourself. We're a world of worlds. You spent 9 months in darkness. You ate, you did everything in there, man. You're really sharp. So don't be so dumb out here. Smartphones made everybody dumb. You can't remember nobody's phone number no more. You gotta look at the name. What's Cheryl's phone number? Hold on, let me look under Cheryl. Don't nobody know no numbers, man. It's back to the mind. When I said it, once they get in your mind, you're mine. Y'all better erase that data, man. Download it, dump it, reboot. All y'all computer wizards out there and all y'all texts, but you ain't even clean your damn mind yet. You gotta start with you first. Everything starts within. All we do is just give y'all the message, man. Just give y'all the message because we know. And when you know and you don't share, then I'll be punished. They'll be punished. For the ones that know the ones, we all will be punished. And we didn't tell it to everybody. Each one of us. Back to us again. That keep coming up. So back to the end, what y'all say, it's just us then. So when we gonna get our justice and when it's gonna be just us and we gonna quit being separate and feeling sorry and empathetic for everybody but our damn selves. Y'all mourn and feel sorry for a little dog got hit. Crackers kicked Mike Vick off by some dogs. They fought black people. They fought human. It made you kill the next one. And you was good and great in his eyes. So recognize who you stand with. Like I told y'all, they killed the dreamer and kept the dream alive because they knew Martin Luther King was going to change his damn mind. We ain't supposed to be holding hands. Detach, segregate, repatriate, liberate. Want me to keep eating on you niggas? We got to eat them up because the monster eating us up. So y'all get your frequencies up. Frequency. Y'all think Quincy locked up? He is. Listen to this bull crap ass music out here. With the frequencies low. Frequency! Free! And once y'all frequency, y'all will free y'all damn minds. And then you'll have freedom, and y'all will quit being freedom! Y'all free. It's free to make these niggas dumb. It's free for y'all to be dumb, because it don't cost us nothing. We get richer. We took hip-hop from y'all. Y'all don't own nothing in hip-hop. All y'all rappers out there, y'all niggas be making billions. We'll give you a couple of $100 million. Everything we take, we give it to them. Here. Everything they get, they hide. Don't let the niggas know. That's for you niggas in them corporate offices. Wonder why you can't get the position. You can't get the position because it's some type of evil ass secret in that position they don't want you to know. This ain't your secret. You qualified for this. You better stay where you at, nigga, before we put you in the mail room. For real, man. Corporate and all this stuff. All love's evil. All love's evil. All love's evil. Cruel world. Cruel world. We can change all that. We can change all that. Once y'all get this right, we gonna be right, and ain't nobody gonna get left in. For real. For real, man. Y'all black up, man. Stay saluted, man. Salute.
Black motherfucking power. Alright, let's touch on Ethiopia real quick. What are some of the traditions and how they celebrate it? But Malik, I am you, my brother. Us. But what are some of the traditions and how do we celebrate it?
Truly. Yes, okay, well, some of the tradition, main tradition is in Ethiopia is called Masquerade. Alright? That's the new year, which is meaning, say, the new flower. Right? So the new year is the new flower, right, of the year. So like right now in time we are, which is September, even here things is in full bloom, right?
What's the name of that flower again?
The flower is Addis Ababa. Right, Addis Ababa, yeah, it means the new flower. So the time we in now in Ethiopia, they are celebrating the new year, which is going into a rainy season, right? Because it's either sun and rain they get, you know what I'm saying? That's the times in the weather. There's no like hot, cold like that. It's yeah, it's rain, yeah. So we're going into the rainy season. So going into that time is actually, no, I take that forward. The rainy season is ended and we're going now into the dry season. I take that forward, yeah. Because, yeah, the rainy season is during the time of July. When His Majesty was born, it was July in the rainy season. So the rainy season is sealing up now, and it's going into more of the sunshine, right? The hot times, right? Yeah, all right, true. So now it's going into more of the hot times, right? So it's more celebrated different ways, whereas that Ethiopia is a real natural, original Christian place, right? Country, right? So they celebrate it in a lot of ancient traditional ways, whereas that the churches will come together, you know what I'm saying, and celebrate the new year where they have a big burn fire, you know, and they set the big twigs out, whether it's bamboo, and they set them out and set a big huge fire, and then they burn that, you know what I'm saying, through the night. Everyone comes through and drop a stick, you know what I'm saying, into it. So it builds up into this big log fire, and they burn that going into the new year. And also they have different prayers they do straight into the year.
Sorry to cut you. What does this stick represent? Everybody has to throw a stick in.
Right.
And to add to it.
Right, to add their personal prayer into it with their stick.
Every stick is
to the fire. Nice. To burn the fire going into the new year. So it's a real ceremonial thing they do as well. And then the Ethiopians also dance and chant around the fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a real beautiful time. So yeah, that happens definitely. So yeah, we definitely in a serious time. We going in, like I said, it's a new year, new beginning. Yeah. So we should be celebrating. We should be looking forward, not backwards, like the brethren was saying. Also, their year's only ahead because they put themselves ahead, because their calendar is all crisped up and crossed up all kind of ways, so that it malfunctions and goes backward and forward. It misses a whole day, a few days in a leap year, all kind of things they do with their year, right? So that's why they so much ahead, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day is they so mixed up into the whole fullness, you know?
It's only a number.
Yeah, give thanks. So when we really look at the whole fullness, is we way ahead because we really on the real time. You know what I mean? Their time is fake, it's phony, their time is done. They on their last legs of their time, if you can really look at it for real, You can really see that their time is complete. Yes, sir. Give thanks. Yeah, so that's what it is right there. What you saying, King?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to, again, kind of touch on everything that's being said right here, and I wanted to be clearly understood that that Think Champs, we are not what would be considered a racist people. We come from a reflection of the sufferation and the ideology that we have been subjected to as a people in this under this particular law giving, or this particular constitution. And the truth is no offense. You understand? And only a fool is offended by the truth. So again, we living in what y'all want to call 2020, what they tell us 2020. At this particular time, that's what we living at. Y'all know we got the www. We got the World Wide Web. They didn't put it right in y'all face, man. All you got to do is Google it. How y'all children fail in school and y'all got $100 phones when all you got to do is Google your answer? You ain't even got to study for nothing. Just Google your answer. Do something worthwhile doing. You understand? So right now, Google it, man, and see what's going on. Everybody know what's going on in the world, and their time is up. Y'all call it 2020. We see it as 2011, and that's what time it is. So yeah, I just wanted to, again, what I want to touch bases on is we ain't sitting up here spewing no hate for no race. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't just sitting up here trying to start no bloody bath, no bloody revolution. We know that we are a loving people, and what we speaking about is coming together, us coming together as a people and doing for ourselves, loving ourselves, becoming self-sufficient, and not depending on the system. We have a great opportunity right now that's been put in front of us. We've had plenty of time to sit back and reflect on these times. And if we simply come together as a diaspora of African people worldwide, we'll be unstoppable. We won't have to be no war. And we love ourselves. So that's what this is. This ain't no hate monger. This is just telling the truth about the people who have done us a great injustice, and they happen to be, that whole Eurocentric mindset. It ain't even just Europeans now. They done got some of the brothers and sisters, all type of people done crossed over. So it's a mentality right now. It's a mindset. You either with that fuckery or you want to do what's right, and you know what's right because you know what you would want me to do to you. So that's the same thing I want you to do to me. Multiply that times your 7 billion people in the planet and put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's what I wanted to say. It ain't no racist thing, seeing, just bigging up ourselves. So don't try to say we hate mongering. We just call it what it is. We loving ourselves. Let's do it.
That's right. That's true. We got to deal with it because any way you look at it, I, man, as a Rasta man, I stand for black supremacy, And people get afraid of black supremacy like, it's something that we shouldn't deal with, but that's what the problem is.
We battling white supremacy right now?
You fighting yourself. Because anyhow you dealing with black supremacy means say you're supporting your own, meaning say you're benefiting your own, That's what black supremacy is, there's no way around it. You have to be at a point where you're defending your own and supporting your own. That's what black supremacy is. So we get this thing twisted like we are comfortable in a white supremacist world, living in a white supremacist society. You understand? But the real reality is that's what's holding us back. That's not helping us move forward. What's really going to help us moving forward is dealing with black supremacy. You understand? Then we are really working for ourselves and helping one another. You understand? And this is the problem because we don't deal with these things. We are so divided. You understand? Black supremacy is only going to pull us together. It's only going to help us unify. That's the only thing that's going to really help us unify is dealing with black supremacy. And this is the problem right now. We so far from that reality. This is why we're in the state we are. Because we are comfortable someone telling us that we can't breathe, and we comfortable rallying up and doing all these things for someone dead, and then we don't even know people we rallying up and doing all kind of things for them because they dead. But the real reality is we are losing our own reality to theirs. It's their reality. Everything you see put on television, they put it there. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got comfortable with a false reality. Y'all got comfortable with the internet. You understand? An internet, a net,
World Wide Web.
a web.
Get you caught up.
They all traps. They all traps. Okay? Even the mouse wanted to go where? In the trap. Everything had to go in the trap. So when we really look at it, we caught up in these people time and these people program. We got to snap out of that. We got to realize that black supremacy is what we're dealing with, because this is what we need. We need segregation again. Y'all too comfortable. Y'all too comfortable integrating. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep stating these things, because this is what's really holding us black again. We comfortable integrating into everything they got. We ain't got to own nothing. Absolutely nothing. But we comfortable with everything they got.
How ridiculous is that?
That's because we comfortable with white supremacy.
Locked us up for all the weed. Now they got the weed industry.
Right. Now you know they owe me some money, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know y'all owe me some money, right?
Yeah,
You know y'all owe me some money, right? Because now y'all making big money off herb, and then y'all want to charge me for using the herb to heal and help people. You know, that's why I told them before they even try to lock me up and did their thing. You know, I told them, say, look, the herb is healing. I heal people with herb. So yeah, Mr. Rasta, you're selling drugs. I said, nah, it's not drugs. Drugs is herb. Drugs is crack, cocaine, heroin. Ain't that what they dying of right now?
Alka-Seltzer,
Right?
Pepto-Bismol.
Right?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So every drug, like I said, they want, and they put it in your food, and they want you on a drug. Everything is them is keeping you on drugs. That's how they run in this country, through drugs, right? They're the biggest drug dealers. Let's be real. You understand? So I is dealing with the herbs. We are herbalists. I'm a holistic herbalist. I don't deal with these doctors and all that, because these doctors telling you to wear and do all these things, and now you wind up sick because you're still eating the flesh under the you put the back on. But you already can't breathe because the meat is already tampering your mind state, and you can't get no oxygen to your brain, you know. So you're already gonna comatose off that, and now you're sitting there laying there with a on your face half the day. 24 hours in the day you got the on 12. Right? Then you riding around with a on your face in the car by yourself.
You're hiding from yourself.
Right? What a health hazard.
Talk about leading the sheep to slaughter.
Right? I tell you, when they first came out with this thing, they said the only people who were supposed to be covering their face up is people that is sick. This is when they first dropped. I said, if you're sick, wear make sure you on. As soon as if you have any issues, you want to spread your germs, wear. That was only for people. Man, when mandate and tell you, oh yeah, black people better put on, right? Y'all make sure y'all put one on.
Yeah, violating my mask on.
Right? Yeah, my brother Malik been wearing a mask over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Way before this. You know what I mean? Because he already knew the time and what in the field he was on. You know what I'm saying? He was a real field Negro from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Not just try to jump on the bandwagon. But my point is saying that they had people wearing the mask now. It was mandatory for everybody to put it. Then they come first and tell you, say, all the white people are dying. Way in Italy, bodies was dropping. They couldn't stop them. It was all the elderly feeling it over there. With it wasn't us. Everybody getting comfortable, like, yeah, we good, we good. Next thing you know, the numbers jumped up and they said, no, it's black people and Hispanics. That's who getting it mostly. And mainly black people. They're going to be the first one to be. So said Bill Gates and Melinda too, right? So these things are taking place within these whole little time we've been rocking, right? No one ain't really talking out about it against the system. They more or less ready to send their children off to get, you know what I'm saying, just to go to school so they can go back into their normal bubble of life. Right?
Big bubble.
Yeah, because they're already in a bubble right now. You know. So we're looking at all these things taking place right now. Of course, we ain't wearing a right here, you know what I'm saying? And the reality is, it's not what you breathing, it's again what you eating. Okay? All the people that's going to get is going to all eat off that same grill. or off that same plate or that same pot, right?
That's pretty much a no-brainer.
Keisha Applebottom in a house alone with her and her family. All of them caught the. Why? Because she fed them. She passed that plate along and fed all them. They sat there and ate it. You eat the. All the people you see that's dying of this. It's very unhealthy, obese people because they're eating this stuff. And outside of that, you got the elders. The elders is in a bad position because they're keeping the real family away from them, not able to nourish them, take care of them, and show them love, because love is the greatest healer. You understand? Right? So you're keeping the families away, and then you got the elders in there, and then you constantly drugging them up with all these drugs you're giving them, because that's all they're giving them is drugs. You know what I'm saying? Pumping them with drugs. So that's why you get from one illness to the next because of the drugs you're taking. You know, you see what the packages are. Here's a question. How come all the little places on the store, right? Like when you're watching the commercials, right? And they show you all the pills, right? That's being sold, right? How come they never show you how much it costs? You never see a price up there. You know what I'm saying? Like these pills cost so and so, you know what I'm saying? Or this drug, whatever it is, cost so, it's just up there. They give you a long commercial.
That's a lot of money for that.
But nowhere you see how much these drugs is called. And then years later they come back and say, wait, like right now, so many companies are retracting their drugs because it doesn't cause so much diseases, cancer, and all kind of things that's on cause now. You know, they got some with the talcum powder with Johnson & Johnson. You know what I'm saying? That's coming back. How many of our grandparents done put talcum powder and all these things on us as us children running around? These people done put on our bodies.
They trying to kill us.
Huh? Was this just yesterday, or you know? And then they come up with these things telling you, say, these people can be rewarded some money because of the damages that was caused onto them. A lot of these people done passed already because of the damage that was caused to them from these things. You understand? And who would have known?
Anybody,
you understand?
Anybody that come and claim the suit will have to take a test.
Oh man, and you see the next one too they got going on. You see the next one too they got going on.
Which one?
Oh, this one's wicked too. You know, they got saying now the Boy Scouts now is have to testify and get a check now because they've been molested.
Who knew? Who didn't know that though?
Hot, red hot, man.
That's all I would,
Who
man.
didn't know Ernie and Bert was gay? They slept in the same room.
Hot.
Okay.
Hot.
Grown.
So all these pedophiles have to come up now. They finally getting their charges pulled up against them. You understand? We live in a serious time. I ain't sad for them, you know. Trust me, I ain't sad for them because you got too many of our strong black brothers, political prisoners locked up in themselves for nothing right now.
Free them all.
You understand? And then you know that's the mind of us and can come out and run this thing right now. One or two of them can shut down everything right now just because of the unity they have and the power they have. So we're living in a serious time.
Warfare.
We're living in a time where even the scriptures tell you, say the captive should be set free. You understand? The prisoners shall be set free. You understand? These things are manifesting in our day and time. Look how many political prisoners been free in the last few years too. You understand? We're looking at something serious too. We got to look in the times we living in. A lot of the moved brethren, you understand? We live in a serious time. You know, and a few of them we know need to be let out right now. You know what I'm saying? But you already know. A few of them right now. So we looking at the time we in. We got to stand for what's right and stop being programmed. You understand? Big up our numbers because at the end of the day that's what's going to be the real unity. When you see them strong brothers and sisters that's coming out of them prisons out here. You understand? Because all the sleepers they out here running around snitching and doing what they doing. But when you get to the realness of the real, you got a lot of real people locked up, still reading and acknowledging themselves, you know what I'm saying, of who they truly are, God's children. You understand, on their true meditation. And when they come out, they can't do nothing but blossom and bloom. You understand? Because they done been through certain things already.
And their frequencies up.
And their frequencies up. Yes, sir. Clean and ready to ride. So we got to be in that time to know, say, our unity is our greatest strength. We haven't really exercised that yet. Y'all exercising all in the gym. Y'all see y'all all in the gym exercising. Exercise your unity. Let's get to that point. You know what I mean? More heat, man. Give thanks.
Oh man, where we gonna go with this?
Yeah, man.
When did we lose Ethiopia? Always wanted to know that.
When we lose Ethiopia, or wait a minute, we never...
Like the original Christian origin was in Ethiopia, and then you could still read the metaphor through the Bible. You know, to piece it back in, even if they shade it off, you can still see the connect, right? When did we lose that? Like, when did they steal it from us?
Oh, well, here's the thing. Well, they never stole it. Here's the fullness, because Ethiopia is the only portion of land in Africa that never been colonialized by Europeans ever. Yeah, conquered or colonialized. Because, you know, most places in Africa has been colonialized by all different parts of the world. But Ethiopia still holds their own tradition of their language, their culture, always to this day from the beginning of time. You understand? Now, that's what Mussolini had came through with, and they always speak of Mussolini and this man here, but they never tell you about who defeated Mussolini, which is His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie, I Black Emperor and King, who I know least about. But we should study more about this emperor to know our true history and our true legacy, because it's still a free land, like I said, from the beginning of time to this time. So when the Italians came into Ethiopia,
Hold on, brother. Hold on now.
Yeah.
Y'all think about that for a minute, what he just said. Ethiopia. There's 54 countries in Africa. Ethiopia, the only country with its original since beginning of time.
True sounds. For real. In its original state to this day. And when you check it, the broadness of Ethiopia is broader than what they make it. You know what I mean? The more the Europeans and them come in, they break it down smaller and smaller. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do. There's a part of Ethiopia that was there from the beginning of time, which is now called Eritrea. Eritrea was Ethiopia. This portion, which is called Somalia, was all Ethiopia. You understand? So this whole horn here was all Ethiopia. As to time, yes, but see, as this remains the same. Oh, Sudan is Ethiopia the same way. Actually, the whole land is Ethiopia. But I was showing you just on the horn itself, throughout the time, how they have, you know, marked the way. So the Somalian don't know they're Ethiopian now. And now the Eritrean consider themselves Eritrean, they don't consider themselves Ethiopian. You see, so this is how the European comes in. He comes in with his...
Fuckery?
Well, that too, but it's tribalism. It's tribalism, because this tribe over here is different from this tribe over here. And this tribe, you see what I'm saying? So when you look at the different tribes of Ethiopia, you got 80,000 different tribes. You understand? So one tribe could just jump up and say, okay, I don't want to be this, I'm getting support from these people over here, so I'm with them, I'm not going to be that anymore. You understand? Same way how we are here, you know what I mean? So that's how they come in and divide and conquer us every time. But as I was saying, from the beginning of time, Ethiopia has always been the original land and original people. So they have always came in and colonialized Africa and broke us up that way, you know what I mean? But the Africans are so smart, the Africans that speak that and adapt that and speak 7 other languages. You understand? Because that's the knowledge of the people. You know what I mean? So we've been manipulated through the English language. A lot of this stuff we gone through now has happened to us because of the English language. It's not really our native language. We're really supposed to be speaking Swahili, you know what I'm saying, Amharic, because these are native tongues, the original tongues, you know what I mean? These tongues right here, yes sir, keep us on our original strength, you know what I mean? We're not even getting the true proper sun we are, you know what I'm saying, because we are on the western side of the world. Ethiopia is in the east, is the furthest east you can go, so that's the hottest of the sun can get, and it's the highest region of the planet Earth. It's in the mountains, so the sun shines hotter and higher in the mountains before it reaches anywhere and comes down. Then you also have the river Nile, which is founded in Ethiopia, which starts from Lake Tana and it flows down all the way into Egypt, all these other parts of Africa. You understand? Which originally flew before they start narrating the water. Another thing too, they narrating the water that's now supposed to flow throughout the whole of Africa. Well, we don't even know that because we so caught up into all these people politics and stupidness, but the now literally supposed to flow and generate water throughout the whole Africa. Because remember, I tell you, don't believe the lies. Africa is on the rise. You understand? The future is Africa. Y'all get caught up over here and thinking America's going somewhere. This thing going down. Only thing rising is Africans. You know what I'm saying? In the African mind state. Because we forget that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not us just here. That's us everywhere. You understand? We rising as a people again. So when this thing happened, it's like they came in to break it down for us to separate it. But really, this is all one people, right? It's all one people. They know that. We need to know that. You know what I'm saying? We dividing ourselves. You understand? That's really what's happening. And that's what they really killed the men for, really, because they didn't want to see the unity of the Pan-African movement. You understand? Between the Africans here in America and the Africans on the diaspora of Africa. You understand? And that's where we get our power back, when we start working together. You understand? Unifying that together. So Ethiopia, again, had that foundation from the beginning of time. We just forgot because we have been colonialized and caught into this westernized world of thinking that we're on their Babylon Gregorian calendar. But the reality is Ethiopia is ours, man. The land, the time is ours, you know what I mean? But we got to be here in the now and not in their foolishness, because trust me, that's the whole thing, is to get people caught up. Even the time of election. The time of election is real deep because it's going to be right in November, right there around the coronation of the King of Kings. You know, the coronation of the King of Kings is on November 2nd, 1930. That's when the King of Kings was crowned, the one who conquered and beat Mussolini. And y'all talking about a fascist country and all these things here. Who started fascism was Mussolini, right? And His Imperial Majesty conquered and beat Mussolini, right? And burnt fascism and also kept Ethiopia free. But now these things happen, yet we know least about these things, and yet we caught into a fascist world we living in and don't know where these things even come from. I'm talking about Trump, this, and all these people created these things. No, check their history. Check, see what's really going on. You understand? And the reality is, the emperor sits on the throne of David. That's what they don't want you to know. You over there worried about the Queen of England. She can't even sit in her own palace right now. Right? Yeah, she can't even sit there because Corona got it. So,
Damn Corona.
yeah, so we living in a serious time. The emperor sits on the throne of David. Yet, we know least about it because we are caught up into these westernized people time. So now, November 2nd, 1930, the King of Kings was crowned. This was the most glorious day on the planet Earth that happened in Ethiopia. It says 72 nations came and bowed before the great King of Kings. Yeah, 72 nations came and bowed before the great King of Kings, right? And they knew who he was. You know, it was no mystery. You know, they had to give up their power, had to give up all of their authority onto the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Right? Hear how deep it is. Judah, the month of Judah starts in July, right? July 23rd. That's the first day of Judah. Does anyone know who was born on July 23rd? The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie. He was born directly on the day of Judah, brethren. So he born right on the day of Judah, so meaning he defending the lion, and he is the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Everything line up perfectly. You understand? The Ethiopian flag, everything is lined up in its natural state. But yet, you have even the Ethiopians in this day and time who fight against the flag. You understand? Fight against the flag because they know not themselves. They know not the power of that flag. You understand? They're getting caught out and sold out for all kind of things right now. You understand? Hot. So we living in a time where there's a lot of traitors going on. You understand? Within our own nation of people. But the end of the day is, the meek shall inherit the earth, and righteousness gonna cover this earth as the waters cover the sea. That's the part they don't want you to see. That the righteous gonna be here. You understand? All the righteous will be here, safe, protected. As I say, safe like first base or home base, as you would say as well. You know what I'm saying? Because any base you on and you safe. You understand? So we gotta be safe like first base, or even safe like home base. You understand? Or home plate. You know what I mean? Because here's the next thing, you know. When you're doing good, good actually rhymes, you know. This is the problem right now with all these silly rappers, you know. Because they don't want to do good. So it would never really flow the way it's supposed to. Because you're not saying what's right. You know what I'm saying? When you say what's right, it's going to go tight and it's going to go right. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it all. You know what I'm saying? But when you're saying the wrong thing, it's not going to come off with the same reaction. You understand? And that's why people are crashing and going into all this panic situation, because the vibration, like my brethren say, the frequencies is way too low.
Frequency.
You know what I'm saying? The frequency. So we got to raise it onto the vibration where we knowing ourselves again. You know what I'm saying? To doing what's right. And focus on what's right. Because that's the problem right now. A lot of y'all focus on the wrong thing. And you're giving way too much energy to what? The wrong thing. You know what I mean? So it can never be right. You know what I mean? So we got to get to the point, is that's what this show is about, bringing you back into the right thing. Like we had a show, an episode called Pull Your Pants Up. You know what I'm saying? And that was a metaphor within itself, because the black man needs to pull his pants up in this day and time. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's really sad, to the point is we know that's not our real way of moving. You know what I'm saying? And first though, let me tell you something first though, because I'm a real man. You shouldn't have your shirt under your drawers. Okay? Your drawers should be under your shirt. Okay? Not over your shirt, your drawers. I mean your shirt. Because I be seeing that a lot of times too. I'm walking out here and seeing men with their drawers tucked in their shirt. Right? And
You mean the shirt tucked in the drawer?
Shirt tucked in their drawers. Just the opposite. Whereas that the drawers is hanging out and their shirt is tucked inside of it. So I got to see your drawers. Pull your pants up, man. It shouldn't be said so. Because a man's supposed to know, first off, when you put your drawers on, you put your clothes on over your drawers. You know what I'm saying? You don't put your drawers on over your clothes. So, yeah, let the fire burn, man. Let it get hot. Because these are topics that we got to realize that this is not our way of thinking and moving. That's an oxymoron within itself. Because you wearing your drawers or you wearing your clothes? Alright.
I don't know. The one I hate is the one where they wear it too low. I never looked, but where their butt cheeks is out.
Man, that's so disrespectful, man.
Where we do that at?
For real.
Who raised these dudes, man?
Yeah, for real, for real.
But yo, this is the season finale.
Oh man, yeah, man.
We did it.
We did it, man.
2 seasons so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's the recap. Well, let's call it recap. The finale recap.
Yes, it did.
But I just want to salute you for getting on with it and running the show from day one. A1 since day one, baby.
Day one, baby.
No doubt. You know how we do. It's all love. I see myself. And then you know everybody, and we all got the same blood. So it's all about us. And I feel at home. And I fucking love Think Champs. Just want to say that out loud.
Always think, champ. Always. And if everybody always think, and you gotta, don't just be thinking about stupid stuff, you know, because y'all think about a lot of stupid stuff. Like y'all worry about Jimbo Carr and the rims he got. Carlo got a whole bunch of money. What you got? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we be directing our energy and worry about the wrong things, man. My point is, like, focus on your inner self and knowing who you are first before you think you know somebody else, you know, because everybody your brother and everybody your cousin. For real, I still want to say that, dog. So they can quit living this fake ass life out there, man. Quit living this fake life, dog. For real, man. Be you, man. If you don't know who you is, find out who you is. You gotta dig within. You gotta dig within yourself to find out who you really are, man. You know what I mean? And if any judging gonna be done, man, each man or woman is judged by their heart, man. That's what you really judge, by their heart, man. By their heart. And it's hard out here. If you think that, it's gonna be whatever you say it, man. If you say you got a disease, you're gonna be at disease, man. You're gonna be moving messed up, man. Everything, you gotta strengthen your mind, man. You strengthen your mind, you're gonna strengthen your whole lineage line. I mean, all your children behind you gonna be here, man. They're gonna come right. And we don't want them to be a part of what they're dealing with now, because this soon be done, man. Believe that. I believe it. You know, and for all you Bible thumbs with all y'all faith, with the man they was talking about hanging on the wall, the white G-bus, as Homer Simpson called him, G-bus. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody finna come rescue you, man. Ain't no angel, nothing finna come out the sky with no wings and pick none of y'all up, none of that stuff. They depicted for y'all. For real, man. Everything starts within, once again. I just want to say that, man. And human hollering at y'all. Human. I'm a human. And y'all notice now they call themselves human. They just started saying that too. We're all human. Transparent, not human. I'm talking about be for real. Tell yourself. I don't care what nobody say. And all lives matter. So y'all get on that Black Lives Matter. That's a whole nother bus, y'all. That's a whole nother bus. Be for real with yourselves, man. A lot of black people just jumped on it because it was black people and they saw a sign said Black Lives Matter. They don't even know what they was holding them signs out for with all them big protests too. I wanted to say that before we sign off. You know what I mean? Because that need to be known too. A lot of people just jumping on something because of the word black. Well, some of you idiots need to black the hell on out. For real, until you get it right. Until you get it right, man. A lot of people just bandwagon, jump on the bandwagon. First you was with the Heat. Then when LeBron went to the back home to the Cleveland, y'all was on that team then. Y'all ain't with the Heat no more. LeBron went to LA, y'all wasn't messing with Cleveland no more. Number dick riders, dick jumpers, all that stuff. The jumpers. Y'all jumpers. Car hoppers. For real, man. Y'all gotta be focused, man, and get your mind right. Cause every little fuckery that you do is fucked. It's messed up. It's not right. But everybody right. I want to say that too before I go, because everybody right. Everybody right. Everybody. So that means I'm right about what I'm saying. And you're right about saying that I'm wrong about what I'm saying. You're right too. All right? But you right about stealing my car. But if I catch your ass, I'm right about what I do to you while you stealing my car. Because in your mind, you was right taking it. That's why I say everybody right. So y'all elaborate on everybody right. Yeah, man. Salute that, man. Think champs, man. Think like champions, man. Love the show, man. Love all my comrades, my brothers up here, man. Everybody that partake and take part, man. And everybody that believe in themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that believe in themselves, man. Everybody that'll die for something. And not for nothing. Y'all stop killing ourselves for nothing. Y'all stop killing ourselves for nothing. Ourselves. Y'all messing with the us. Salute. That's me.
Yes, sir. Thanks for that song.
We gonna go out of here?
Yeah. So rolling. Oh, watch out. It's okay. So yeah, no, for real, Malik, that ain't nothing but the truth, man. And you know, we thankful, man, because this season really brought us really to a good seal. You know what I'm saying? We was able to like bring ones to the right now in this time and really feel where we all coming from. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of power.
You know, and the unity is what it's all about. You know, I don't think it's just us you see up here. It's ones that think like us too. You know, that's really thinking too. You know, not really just being programmed. You know, and that's the thing. So we got to get to the point is we have to have a voice for ourselves and not worry about what these people going to put out for us to really watch, you know. And I'm thankful for this moment to be here with my brethren, you know, building on these topics and able to enlighten y'all on some real things because, yo, I'm telling you, we're at a time where we're going to see a lot of things change, you know, and you being on a point where you're all from your own family and your own people is not going to be a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be able to scoop you up. You already got your senses filled out. They know what you're up to and where you're at. You understand? So at the end of the day is they already got you on the scope. You understand? End of the day, we don't have our numbers up. We don't have that. We need to know where everybody at, where Miss So-and-so is at, and how so-and-so is doing, what the elders doing, who's eating, and who's being protected, and what's going on. Who's doing these things? What we doing? You understand? We too much focus on what these people telling us we need to be thinking of, as opposed to us checking on one another and making sure we all good. That's why I get to the us again. We got to realize that's all we got is us. You understand? And when we focus on us, we'll get a lot more done, you know? And that's the reality, you know? So we thankful with this moment, man, to be building with y'all. And this is another episode of a recap of the season 2. And this is the Think Champs. More heat, more love, y'all.
Think black.